on Human Rights, and my question is addressed to the Chair, plays a special role with certain special laws that are focused on human rights. For example, you have the Anti-Enforced Disappearance Law, the Anti-Torture Law, among others. How much of the NEP is being allocated towards the implementation of these special human rights laws?
Actually, Madam Chair, Your Honors, we have been asking the the Congress for this matter since we assumed office. There are several special laws granting additional mandate to the Commission on Human Rights, but there are no corresponding budget allocation for this. But for this budget, meron ba? Wala rin. I think there are only for the NE for the National Expenditure Program for Tier 2. We have been provided, I think, 2 million for as gender ombud under the Magna Carta of Women, and the rest there's no provision for budget. Madam Chair, Your Honors.
In other words, Mr. Chair, for the implementation, for example, or your role in terms of implementing the anti-torture law, the anti-enforced disappearance, there's nothing in the NEP. It's good that we learned that, because hopefully we can do something about it. Question: the anti-enforced disappearance law was passed way back in 2012, and the anti-torture law in 2009. Both laws require our law enforcement, PNP, including the DILG, to submit to the CHR lists of all jail facilities, detention facilities, and even detainees. Has that been happening over all these years?
Yes, Your Honor. The submission of the required list of PDLs and reports are being provided to us on a regular basis, Your Honor. There are some PODs who failed, but majority, Your Honor, are submitting the reports. We can submit to you the specific data, Your Honor, to your office, just for your information regarding the compliances of different places of deprivation of liberty.
Thank you for that. I understand that late last year, you announced as chair of the CHR that there would be a EJK task force. I think this came about after there was a lot of news about the proceedings of the Quadcom, as well as the Senate hearing that was conducted on EJKs. And I recall coming across some articles where they said that this task force was created to identify officials involved in the extrajudicial killings during the previous administration's war on drugs. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honors.
Yes. Has the CHR identified any of the accountable officials based on this task force that you created?
Well, as of the moment, we have, if you're asking for the names, Madam Chair, Your Honors, we are still ongoing investigation. We have a total of 4,000 cases being investigated. These are cases pending and concluded already, but reopened for investigation. So maybe we can share to you if we already have the names in confidence, Your Honor, because the investigation is still ongoing, and we are trying to come up with initial report regarding this investigation for maybe a total of 400 cases. Preliminary report, Your Honor.
How much longer do you need to finish that investigation? I understand it's been about 10 months since you made that announcement, and the war on drugs of the previous administration ended in 2022.
Yes. So we have an internal deadline, Your Honors, for the initial 400 or so cases, which is set on in November this year. But we are still continuing with the other cases pending investigation.
But my question is, how long do you think it will take for you to finish that investigation?
It depends, Your Honor, on the availability of evidence. So we have been attending hearings in different fora, and our concern is that there are no available evidence or records being provided to us by different agencies, like most especially the Philippine National Police. So those information or data are crucial to the investigation, because from there we can identify who are involved, who failed to perform his or her duties. So it actually depends. Added to this, Your Honor, is the availability of witnesses, the families of victims, and other challenges in the investigation.
Well, I certainly agree that you need to get those documents from especially the Philippine National Police, considering that you have over 4,000 at least persons who were killed during police operations. Have you not exercised your subpoena power to get the reports? Because for those cases, you do not need witnesses. The police reports themselves contain admissions of who committed the killing, under what circumstances, allegedly, nanlaban daw. That is sufficient to at least conduct the investigation and come up with conclusions.
Yes, Your Honor. We have been issuing subpoenas to the Philippine National Police, different stations of Philippine National Police.
And if they are not complied with, what further action have you taken?
There are some stations complying with the subpoena, Your Honor, but majority, I think, are still not complying with the subpoena.
Have you then explored the remedy of having them placed under contempt through the appropriate courts?
Yes, Your Honor. We have been issuing a show cause order. But I think the legal defense of the Philippine National Police is the Executive Order number 2 and the list of exception. Executive Order number 2 is the Freedom of Information order issued by then President Duterte, and there are list of exceptions which include police investigations as confidential.
Well, to me, that is totally unacceptable, because your mandate as the CHR is to precisely find out. And I would also recommend that appropriate cases be filed in court to declare in contempt those who are not cooperating with the Commission, because this is a very, very important issue when we talk about accountability of public officials.
We agree with you, Your Honors, and we will be looking into that remedy as part of the strategy of the Commission.
Just one more question, Madam Chair, if I may, on a different topic. I understand that the Commission gives clearances for appointments and promotions of members of the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces.
Yes, Your Honor.
That practice initially began with then President Ramos way back in the mid-1990s, when he issued an administrative order. But there is yet no law, as far as I know, that requires such clearances. Would the CHR be in favor of Congress enacting a law that would impose strict requirements on both appointment and promotion of members in our uniformed services before they can be either put into the service or promoted?
We totally agree, Your Honors, and I think this provision is part of the proposed charter, the CHR charter, that we lobbied last Congress, and we agree that making the clearance from the Commission on Human Rights a strict requirement for promotion of especially uniformed personnel is very important because they are the frontliner in the protection and promotion of human rights.
Thank you to the CHR Chair, and thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Representative Jokno. I would like to recognize Vice Chair Rufus Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And first of all, I would like to greet our chairperson of the Commission on Human Rights, Richard Palpal-latoc, and of course the commissioners. And I know the families of these two commissioners, good friends of mine. That means I'm already old because I know their parents. First, Commissioner Faida, the mother was with us in the 14th, 15th Congress, Faisa Dumarpa, of course, Commissioner Dumarpa also. Your dad was a good friend. And of course, we have here Commissioner Maria Fider Reyes. You know, the great Alex Fider of Caloocan City, member of the Batasang Pambansa for the NCR. So I'm just so happy to see children of my friends. So let me just go now to my... I am concerned with the budget of the Commission on Human Rights. You see, based on the presentation, clearly, the CHR had proposed 2.1 billion, but the DBM, the NEP, only provided for 1.2 billion, or a reduction of 40%. Can you imagine? A small budget, proposal is cut by 40%. And if you therefore would, Madam Chair, compare the 2025 budget of 1.1 this year, next year, they will only have a measly 156 million more. How can we justify the fact that this is a body established by the Constitution in 1987? And therefore, I am therefore saying that I think we have to really go into the tier 2, the request of our commission, and they have here a total of 344. And I am inclined to support this, of course, not the entire amount, but probably the first three as guided by our committee chairperson, Mika Swansing. And the reason why I am supporting their budget, Madam Chair, is because I filed last July 14, very early as we started in July 1, the bill 1798, which is the bill that, Madam Chair, which has been refiled last Congress pa ito, is strengthening the Commission on Human Rights as a national human rights institution. It is the institution. And therefore, we have refiled this and hope that we have the support of our fellow congressmen and congresswomen, because the country, Madam Chair, needs a CHR that is truly independent and with full fiscal autonomy. More than ever, we need a very active CHR as articulated by Congressman Jokno. And so therefore, Madam Chair, I am just here really to be able to express my support that we look at the budget of the CHR and give them what will make them, not a toothless tiger, but a real one, a real tiger. Because there are many violations. And therefore, Madam Chair, I'd like to ask the chairman. So what are the, have you already identified the important additional funding that you would need to make you more attuned and be able to immediately address the problems that you face?
First of all, Madam Chair, Your Honors, thank you for the support to the Commission on Human Rights, strengthening also, and for filing the CHR Charter Bill. We deeply recognize and appreciate the support of the Honorable Rodriguez. And yes, Madam Chair, Your Honors, we have already identified specific programs and activities to strengthen the Commission on Human Rights, especially in matters of protection and promotion of human rights. Maybe we can just submit to you the details, but I can cite, Your Honors, one specific program